Today we're going to do a review over the Nike Lakota U. So as you can see, the Nike Lakota U has a very balanced face shape between pinch and width. It's going to make catching pretty easy, and also it's going to give you a natural ball control. The face shape is just a little bit more aggressive and tighter than the STX Stallion U 550. Onto the scoop, as you can see, it's very pointed. It's not as aggressive as, per se, an STX Surgeon 500, but it is a pretty good balance scoop. It's going to be really easy to get ground balls on grass and on turf. Personally, I liked it a little bit better than the STX Stallion U 550 scoop. Also, just like the STX Stallion, the Nike Lakota U has two sidewall struts, which are going to give it a decent stiffness. It's actually pretty stiff all throughout the head, which is nice. For stringing, the Nike Lakota U has 6 well-spaced and well-sized top string holes. As you can see here, I have a 9-diamond top string, which it fits this head perfectly. Also, the holes are big enough for leathers. The head has 17 sidewall holes that go all the way from the top all the way down to the bottom, which is very nice. It's going to give you a lot of pocket options. This head fits more of a mid to mid-high pocket because of where the bottom rail is kinked, so that's one thing to keep in mind. Also, there are 4 very large upper top sidewall holes, which are going to be nice for wrapping multiple strings through when you're starting off your stringing. The head does have 4 well-spaced and well-sized bottom string holes. Really nice thing about the Lakota U is that the bottom string holes are really spread out. A lot of universal heads don't have this, like the Evo 3. It's just really nice, especially if you're doing traditional or you need more of a wide space bottom string setup. My Nike Lakota U is strung with Lacrosse X Pro Mesh, which we have a review on. Also, it has more of a mid to mid-high pocket, kind of sits mid for the most part and then shifts up mid-high. It has 1 straight and 2 stack nylons, which gives this thing an insane amount of whip. As you can see, it just hits off those nylons extremely hard, gives a lot of shot power and a lot of whip. I gave the head more of a wider channel to help keep it from whipping too much, because the shooting string setup does give it a lot of whip. Personally, I love the throat on the Nike Lakota U. It is very thin, which allows you to cradle on the actual plastic, and also there are cutouts on all 4 sides of the head. The front facing one has a Nike swoosh, very small in the middle, and it has a double cutout here. Also, the cuts go on all sides of the head. Another nice thing is the head has 2 screw holes, which is going to be good for eliminating head wobble. Overall, the Nike Lakota U is a very durable head. It surprised me actually a lot. The head is super stiff all throughout, and even then some, the scoop is very stiff, especially when you compare it to the Stallion U 550, which has a very flexible bottom rail, which, as you can see, the Nike Lakota U doesn't. A cool thing about the Nike Lakota U is that it doesn't feature really any technology. There's no C channel here, there's no ACP technology or ACP plastic, which is going to help keep it stiff. It really just does stay stiff in hot weather, and also it didn't get too brittle in the colder weather. I think Nike just chose a really good plastic. Also, for reference, the head weighs 4.7 ounces, which is the same as the original Superpower. The only thing this head really isn't good for is face-offs, just because it's a little bit wider, and also it is so stiff. So I think that the Nike CEO is a lot better choice for face-off guys. So personally, I think that the Nike Lakota U could be used at every single position on the field, including close defense. It's not as stiff as a lot of these standardized defensive heads like the Tank are, but I think it is just stiff enough, especially if you're not super aggressive with the head. Definitely a top choice for midfielders and attackmen, even DMDs looking to take the ball down and score. This is probably my top choice for outside shooting heads. Anybody likes to bring the heat from the outside and put the ball in the corner, this is a really good option for you. I like it a little bit better than the Rebel 2 also, just because it is a little bit lighter of a head. The bottom rail is stiff, like I said before, so it's going to help give you a lot of natural accuracy. And also with that slightly more aggressive scoop, it's going to give you a little bit more accuracy, similar to how the STX Surgeon 500 does. So overall, I would absolutely recommend the Nike Lakota U. It's just an awesome head, no gimmicks or anything like that. It comes in several colors, so that way you can choose based on your personal preferences. And I think it's just an awesome choice for really anyone that's looking for a new head. Even though it's been around for a little bit, I think it's just an awesome head, no gimmicks, no technology. And I think that the Lakota U really just does get the job done. The head first debuted at $75, and since then they brought the price up actually to $90. I think even at $90, this head is still probably one of the best heads in the market. Overall, it's just an awesome head, and you really can't go wrong with it. So guys, if you enjoyed the review of the Nike Lakota U, be sure to like the video and also to subscribe. Also, if you would like to see a review over its brother head, the STX 9550, I'll put a link at the end of the video. And thanks for watching.